to a Phoenix plus
Yeah.
Dusa. And same on the other side, removing refraction charges on the TA is pretty hard if this is a 4-position Vengeful Spirit with a Slardar. They don't have any dots between them. Takes some time to get everything going. TA could just be guarded well enough by the Chen, who summons an army of minions.
Let's see how Kunkka is gonna adapt Ryu. Boots of Speed as his first item. Yeah. It's very situational. You would want to have like a bracer, double bracer, phase boots, pick up a bottle in certain matchups. But this one, you need to be able to outrun your opponent, maybe drag the creep wave. So you're going to need to manipulate and go into jungle. Because it's not going to be easy. This is just, one of those things that does happen. I think everybody experienced it in their pub games, 24 Huskar. You're like, okay, try to hype it up, keep the spirits high. And then you start lying to your teammates how you're going to be able to play the other lanes well. Keep that PMA attitude.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what happens in the mid as long as the safe lane does well and then the safe lane gets destroyed. It doesn't really matter as long as our off lane just does well and he also gets destroyed, and then you start raging at your teammates because it's still Dota and PMA only works so far.
Yeah, PMA only works until things start to go south real quickly. Then, running out of PMA, running out of Copium as well.
CMC taking some damage, losing a lot of his mana pool. Body blocks as well from Oscar. Luckily enough, Shaka has that attack speed reduction, but there's the Bushwhack coming in. Dusa's almost out of mana, and once the mana's gone, the HP drops very quickly, but they will be able to survive. Lumiere actually takes a lot of damage, and if he TPs to the bottom lane, might not. Yeah, he's going to need to get some regen before he starts hitting creeps.
Yeah, this doesn't look too good for Lumiere. I mean, they're immediately gonna go on him. Oh my god, this is massive. This is... They took this opportunity so that he TP'd, and now the Walk of Shame in Dota, one of the things we enjoy seeing the most.
Walk of Shame.
Chen is gonna be
fat.
Level 2.5 until TA gets there.
If he doesn't
maybe
die.
not. If they get
body
some
blocks
extra
from Hermit, who, yep, he
pretends
just
to be AFK. Oh, we thought it was a good body block. He was AFK. Sometimes it's better to let the game play your hero instead of you.
Yeah, it's not great that you get a DC at this point, because it could have been a nice catch. Luckily enough, doesn't it? I mean, no bash if the deeps are not too problematic. But yeah, TA has to walk back towards the lane. That was a disastrous start. I also really do like the fact that there was probably a call out made that he started with Meld. So Destroyer preemptively, before he even throws out the sun, places a Sentry Ward right in front of him so that there's no dodging of any spells coming through from the TA.
Yep. And also interesting build from Chen. He did go for Divine Favor, not what we see at the early levels, but this spell has been reworked a bazillion times. If somebody asks you like, oh, which one Chen needs to click to be able to teleport the units, because they changed it pretty much. It was Holy Persuasion, Divine Favor between them 5 times. And also this ability now provides armor, and that's quite a lot of armor. Level 1, 12. So you... and also heal amplification. So very good against this heavy physical lineup.
Yeah, that's actually an insane amount of armor that you gain from a spell, but it doesn't work. Like when you use it on yourself, you only summon creeps, right? You don't get the armor buff.
That is a good question. Maybe he gets it. Remind me to test it afterwards.
He has it on himself, actually. It does work.
Yeah, he has armor. He does have armor. Yeah.
Okay, so he gets that, plus he summons his creeps. Okay, the more you know.
Physical resistance, 51%. So
that's not a bad rate to start on the Chen. That actually makes it slightly more interesting. I'm never going to touch Chen because I don't like microing anything. It just makes me stressed. Unless it's, yeah, maybe the Enchantress, because it's only one
maybe
thing.
the illusion or something.
Or Warlock.
You destroy the illusion rune.
I tend to do that because it just has no effect for me, or I send the illusions somewhere and they just randomly die. A click on the map kills some random creeps in the jungle. Hopefully we get to see Hermit return in time, because they did get a very nasty first blood, so you better want that lane to work out. And if mid also goes in favor of
but no, it's not good enough at all. Or wait, is it? Maybe
not too problematically, they could have a pretty good chance here on Team Silk.
Yeah, the problem is you're playing against Huskar as
Yeah.
Kunkka, who is currently sitting at only 2 CS, and Dark Mago is gonna start to pump up some extra pressure as well. Needs to control the lane, be on his high ground. They're ready
It's
to
also
go.
scary because rotations are most of the time not that great against Huskar. It's surprisingly hard to kill him. If you send out, for instance, the Vengeful Spirit, it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, if you send one hero to gank Huskar, instead of him getting only 1 kill, he gets 2 kills. So
The downside of having that last pick, and I mean, obviously the word cheese has been used a plenty amount, but Huskar is still one of those disgusting heroes. Huskar, Tinker, that just dominate you if you're not careful.
yeah, it's these heroes that don't have counters. Like if picked on the last pick, you're like, okay, we don't have anything. The Brood Mothers as well. I'm not surprised we don't see Brood Mother being picked up. Maybe teams are saving something. You know, they don't want to reveal too much.
That's for the main tournament right there. I mean, 33, I would assume, will probably pick it once. I can definitely see him go for that move. It's a disgusting hero if you get it going correctly. There's also the item builds these days. Maybe it could go for the diffuser, but he already has so much movement speed that getting the upgrade is maybe not superb. I guess he could go for Mage Slayer. I mean, everyone does. So why not you as well?
But Bloodborne is just way too good. And this is what I talked about. Level 3, try to create a new lane for yourself. And that's exactly what Ryu is doing. As a mid laner, you need to have a couple of these tricks up your sleeve. So, because you can't just watch Huskar beat you with burning spears. Try to do maybe one more time.
He is going to
Yeah,
throw out the torrent, see if he can get there. Creep kill. Yes, he does. Torrent
And
power.
we'll drag the creep wave one more time.
step lively.
I mean,
now.
the supports
Your admiral
can't
is on
really
board.
walk. Maybe the Hoodwink could rotate away because Oscar
Dire's
doesn't
middle tower
really
is
need
under
that much
attack.
support topside. It's actually such a weird... It's like when those lane swaps happen,
lively
you
now.
know, when
Your
everyone's
admiral is
not
on
really
board.
sure where they're supposed to go, and they start having
Dire's
5 lanes on the
structures
map,
are fortified.
dragging all the creeps around. Kind of feels
We
like
don't
that.
see that as much as we did in the past, where people are like, okay, I don't want to lane against this hero, so they're constantly gonna... I remember there was one game with Eternal Envy in it where he kept changing for like 7-8 minutes. He did not want to lane. They ended up losing, of course, but because at one point you need to say enough. We have to stop.
I think it's a little bit tougher to do because there's just the gateways. So if you want to swap lanes, they take the gateway. The enemy waits at the gateway, you die. You can't constantly take the gateway
Straight to the
anymore.
bottom with you.
I guess sometimes you just have to take the L. But, you know, Ryu is getting pretty good farm, all things considered. Yes, obviously Dark Mago is just free farming, but Ryu is not that far off of getting okay-ish farm. Same last hits as his safe lane Dusa. Getting good experience as well. I mean, obviously still quite a bit
Dire's
behind.
middle
He's going to
tower
TP
is under
towards the
attack.
tier 1 tower in mid
Straight
because
to
he
the
sees
bottom
creeps.
with you.
Especially a flag bearer creep that he wants to
Radiant
munch up.
structures
Oh, that's just a little bit of extra BM. He
Step
doesn't even
lively
get the
now.
creep kill.
Your admiral is on board.
Dark Mago is playing
Still-
this so well.
He needs to be careful. Yeah, Dark Mago sitting at 11 denies in the mid lane. Already used the glyph. So can't use that to die, but he gets level 6 and I can see Ryu dying.
Yeah, Ryu will not really be able to get anything out of this. He does have his phase boots. Rotating for him is also not going to be that easy.
I see Destroyer trying to make a move. Level 3 Vengeful Spirit. It could maybe get a kill with one extra rotation, like one TP rotation from Phoenix. Seems like they are too afraid to go. And also, Vengeful Spirit getting scouted by this cool-looking Kobold Foreman, the best-looking creep in the game.
With this little chalice of whatever kind of blood stuff is in there. Actually, it's empty. Does the image show that?
Yeah. I was just looking because from the top, the way he's standing, because he's not moving, it's actually empty. But then you look at the portrait of Speed Aura, it has some blood in it.
Yeah. Feels like there might be something gushing out when he's running, actually. They will go in for you with a massive rotation towards mid. Dark Mago's actually dropping very low. The torrent's not going to connect. Phoenix joins the fun, but Hermit, that's the best target to go for him, because Slardar does a bunch of physical damage, and Huskar is very weak to physical.
Oof. They brought 4 people just to be able to like protect Kunkka. Kunkka still dies in the end. Oh, Phoenix is very dead here.
They will manage to get the kills. Cohen in favor of Thunder Awaken, but the fact that Dark Mago died is huge. Hermit as well is the same net worth pretty much. Even the Deuce topside is farming nicely. The only one that is struggling is the Kunkka, but that is no real problem because he is finding more farm than I would have expected.
Sitting at the bottom of the cores, Kunkka can catch up. A couple of stacks, he made a stack for himself, which is going to farm, get himself closer to that level 6, find the neutral item. So that's going to be something. When he gets both online and then they make rotation with Vengeful Spirit +1, I could see Huskar dying one more time.
That's also not a hero that scales the most in towards the late game. It is pretty annoying with, of course, the Aghanim Scepter, Heaven's Helmet that you eventually get against the Dusa. But when you're talking about a game going 40 minutes, Huskar, it significantly drops off compared to most other mid laners.
Yeah, especially now in like this Shiva's patch. Also, Eternal Shroud, something that he doesn't like to play into, has magical damage, reducing his healing, potentially a Spirit Vessel as well coming out on one of the supports if necessary. But they bring numbers, and Thunder Awaken took down this tier 1 tower in the mid lane. Oscar keeps on farming top, has Stampede available, and he also understands that they're not going to be able to get many kills in this lane, puts multiple points into Retaliate, which I think is a fair play. I've been watching Amar play Centaur. He's very greedy when he plays the hero, because he wants to be able to stay on top of net worth with this hero. And with Max Retaliate, you can't do that.
I mean, it's Amar. With any hero he plays, he's greedy. That's just him. He's the original safe lane from the off lane. He's the one that brought the whole Razor shenanigans going in. Said dipping out. I'm having some really big lag spikes, so for the viewers watching, sorry about that. Sometimes it just warps all over the place.
Yeah, ping is 200. This is South American servers, so from Europe don't really get the best ping, but it is what it is. Phoenix will try to dive away. Stampede still available.
They're going to go in. Nice block there, but the Chen army will find the kill regardless at the end.
Oh, MJZ already level 6.
This is a bit of a problem. They need more. Dark Mago rotates through as well, and the Dusa could not even help. He already used the Stone Gaze. It would be a little bit too risky to go forward. That's a 4k net with lead. Yeah, Hermit just continuing to farm in that bottom lane. He already lost the tier 1 tower as well.
Yeah, with that catapult, and now they're gonna lose another tower top. Chen rotations have been on point. MJZ going into Vlad's, so that's gonna amplify some damage, give lifesteal to both Huskar and Templar Assassin, and most importantly, provide armor for the team.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, you are playing against the minus armor draft with the Vengeful Spirit Slardar on the Dire side. Phoenix Egg is going to be an important one because they don't have the best egg hit. Well, they have a decent one in the Huskar, obviously. He has insane attack speed. I can get rid of debuffs as well with his life break charge. But all you have to do is just lock him down. It's that simple. Just make sure Dark Mago can't hit the egg and it can go poof. Charge in onto Hermit, gets disarmed. Hermit is dropping low. Burning spears will be able to take him down, and a huge kill coming out. So that was the Hermit offlane Slarda that was actually doing pretty well in terms of net worth.
Step lively now.
He's pretty farmed. It's just that they need to find some openings. If this game keeps on going like this, Templar Assassin will get Deso. Look at the stack that the Lumiere is already facing. We'll stack it one more time, and then we'll farm it. So expect to see Deso in the next minute and a half, 2 minutes, which will open up the Roche. Chen will finish off his item.
Dark Mago's in the pit.
Speaking of the big bosses, he's already in.
He wants that quick
Alright.
respawn timer coming in. Pre 10 minutes, second Roshan. That's what he's looking for. It's dangerous, of course, because if you do it for the pre 10 minutes, pre 20 minutes, you're going to have the roar the second time you go for it, which is always a little bit of the downside, so they know what you're doing. But if you just get rid of the tier 2 tower, they can't defend it.
Yeah, that roar, I feel it needs to be louder. It's it's kind of like a, I don't know.
Random primal beast gargle noises are louder, where you just walk around and you're and you're like, what, where is he? And he's just farming some random stack in the jungle. Okay, cool.
Phoenix is level 6. Shaka. Oh, nice bushwhack. Gets sniped.
That's a painful couple of kills. 8k net worth lead in 12 minutes time. DCMC is getting good farm, but they need to extend this game. Kunkka's trying to get the Aghanim Scepter as soon as possible so that they have some team fighting prowess between them. But they're just, they're actually getting bullied out of the game. MJZ is ahead of the Kunkka. He is... Janik is also almost ahead of the Kunkka. Yes, he had a pretty bad lane, but this is starting to become a disaster for Team Silk.
Pretty much all they're doing is buffing up, buying like all these small items. Look at what Hoodwink's buying. I've been trying this item build, Mage Slayer, max out Acorn Shot, and then whoever it bounces on gets their magic damage, magic output reduced. Dark Mago's in with the Blink Dagger, and that's gonna be the kill. Can they get the life of Dark Mago? They don't have enough.
Yours ain't mine.
Yeah, and even if you kill him the once, he still has that Aegis for the second life. Yeah, the item makes a lot of sense. Probably better than me going Gleipnir on every Hoodwink I play and getting reported for trying to carry the game.
Let me tell you a secret. Alright, so listen, you want to carry with Hoodwink? This is how you do it. You buy Rotovatos, you need to camouflage how you're gonna go for Glide. You can't buy Maelstrom because then it's considered griefing. So you buy Atos, you buy a Force Staff if you want to be like even more supportive, and then you turn that into Gleipnir plus Hurricane Pike. You can do the same thing with Muerta.
Okay, you heard it here. It's Spectre griefing right there, sneaking up on the enemy. They never know what's coming, and then boom! At the end of the game, they're like, what are these items? When your team loses. When you win...
Who bought these items for me?
Yeah, randomly. I don't know how they got upgraded. Oh, topside them, yeah, is going to get taken down, but in comes Dark Mago with Oscar. Gets a stomp in, has the egg to drop. Dark Mago's actually stunned up because of the Deuce.
Egg's going to go off.
The egg will go kablooey. Will it be before or after? Dark Mago actually might be in a little bit of trouble here. The bash is the stun lock is there. Centaur Stomp was on point. Speaking of which, the second Centaur Stomp comes into play and gets the kill secured. Charge forward by Dark Mago going in. X mark back. Can they get the kill? Dark Mago, he's toggling his way towards victory, or attempting to. He's still toggling that armlet. It's close.
Another stun.
Hermit's dropping low. Hermit is dead, and another big fight continuing in favor of Thunder Awaken.
No way, he's doing it.
He's at 4 lives. He should have been dead ages ago, but he keeps toggling at the opportune moment where no damage comes in and stays alive. That is, yeah. That's impressive.
That's so close. Like it always gives me anxiety watching Huskar toggle that armlet. But we gotta give credit to Oscar in that fight because he was the one who controlled the whole backline, front line, 3-4 men stuns multiple times. And Huskar did 6,000 damage in the previous fight, and they're still not done.
Yeah, they're going in for Hermit and looking for the tier 2 tower top that will be cleared out. During that fight, by the way, the Dusa did 5k damage, and I think 4.5k of that 5k damage was just on the Huskar that he healed up with the armlet toggles.
Lumiere gets a solo kill onto Shaka, kills Phoenix in front of Medusa. Not much she can do. There's a lot of like dead net worth on Kunkka at the moment. Chen is even more farmed than him because right now all you have is a bit of stats. You have Point Booster, which gives raw HP, raw mana, and then Ogre Axe. So it's still a long way until you get Aghanim Scepter.
Is there like with this deficit that's already? You
No.
know, yeah, okay. I don't even have to answer the question. It's just no. The fight looked pretty good though.
It looked okay, yeah, but Dark Mango's gonna have BKB for the next fight, so he is not gonna get stun locked. There are still some stuns that go through debuff immunity, Bash of the Deep, Stone Gaze, Medusa. She does have like decent amount of farm. This is Dragonlance Manta style, going into Butterfly next. Even though it's a 16k gold lead, you know, this has not been like the cleanest execution. But if they make mistakes a few times, this lineup from Dire side, they do scale.
There's the Phoenix Egg being dropped. Stone Gaze from Medusa as well. Center Stomp onto the egg is going to get blown up. Dark Mago needs to be careful. It's actually going to get bashed up by Hermit. A huge kill gets secured. Medusa's just pumping out damage, but is running out of mana and needs to get the TP away. Will not be able to disengage because Oscar's got those big hoof stomps right on top of him. Hermit, the next one down. Lumiere hits him with a nice side blade on top of his own trap denial, just you know, finesses right there at the end.
Yeah, these are level 30 DA players. They know all the tricks in the book. So the problem is they have like so many things to focus on. If you don't kill Huskar, then TA is gonna go ham. Oscar has Shiva's Guard, Blink Dagger going into Halberd's next. TA about to finish off her Aghanim Shard, which is gonna be a good way of silencing people. Great against Phoenix. Then you can again expect TA to go and solo kill people. Huskar as well going into Heaven's Halberd. So next Roshan on the menu in potentially minute and 30 seconds since they killed it so early.
Yeah, there's gonna be an easy cleanup for them, especially with the TA getting this much farms, going for the Hurricane Park, no BKB just yet. Also doesn't have the shard yet, which obviously TAs tend to get at a reasonable timing these days.
He's way too farmed. He can go for whatever, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, even the supports can go for pretty much whatever they want and have a little bit fun. Obviously, you need to stay very focused because these are very important qualifiers.
Oh, good game, well played. In the old chat says sorry.
That's why you should remove the micro.
Remove that. Yeah, absolutely. Just don't use that one.
The macro is it's just get rid of it, make it some funny voice line or something. Unbind, please. Dark Mago looking for a target here. Destroyer. Gets blown up. 3 hits coming in. Shaka on the Phoenix. Bushwhack holds him down, and their attention is the tier 2 tower in mid. Probably high ground right afterwards. It's not much really to lock him down. Dusa, what's he got? Okay, Dragon Lance going for the Butterfly next.
At Thunder Awaken, they got all the auras, double solar crest. Vlad. Huskar is going for AC, so that's going to be an extra one. Shiva's Guard. I don't know if they noticed, but you're losing your barracks, and it might be too late if you don't start right away. Kunkka finally has his item. Torrent Storm is available.
Swamp comes in, they're quickly trying to get the kill secure, but my god, BKB used, and he is just fine. They get the double in response. TA bursts like crazy. Ryu throws everything and the Garden Sink at his opponent. The Yair is actually taking a decent amount of damage. Might die to the Torrent Storm, will stay alive because the Dusa is still chilling in the enemy's triangle and just relaxingly getting some creep kills while their tier 4s are dropping.
Well, Lumiere getting kills left and right, and they're gonna call it 20-minute game.
Middle tower
They
This
bought
isn't
all
a
the
TP.
auras.
Oh my god, it's too good.
Or
Yeah,
cancel
he
it.
Medusa's. Maybe he canceled it. He was like, yeah, the game is over. But yeah, nice showing from Thunder Awaken. It was a good attempt from Team Silk to try to swap into Slardar stun, but Centaur Oscar has been on point with his stuns.